Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 4 of Hermit. I'm just kidding, we're on Season 6, guys. We're on Season 6. Welcome back, though, guys. And today we are out here at Doc M's Trident Farm, built in the river biome, out in the mesa. This is actually pretty close to the golf course, which is, how I get out here, basically. I take the portal to the golf course, and then, just go from there. But yeah, this is Doc's Trident Farm. It's built over a river biome, and it uses the turtle eggs to essentially trick drown into moving into a specific spot, and then they sort of fall off into a water stream below and then into a portal where they're sort of stored in the nether until you're ready for them. So you can sort of see this. If I get out over here, you'll see this drown here tracking toward the turtle eggs, and then drops down and then goes through the portal just like that. So yeah, that's how the farm works. And so we're going to stay here for a little while. We're going to try and get a couple more of the tridents, which are actually super rare. So yeah, it takes a while, even with this farm, to get some tridents. So we're going to wait here for a little while and see what we can gather. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got some drown here, some with some tridents you can see sticking through there. There's one right here, it looks like, or so. So let's just go ahead and slay these guys. See if we can get lucky here and get a trident or two. Looks like we got a trident right there. Alright, sweet, there's one. That was pretty lucky, because they are pretty rare. And let's just check all the rest of these things here. We're also repairing our stuff as best we can here. You can see we're repairing our axe here. So that also sort of doubles in the XP farm a little bit. Let's see, we got some more Nautilus shells, some zombie heads, more zombie heads. Does not look like we got another trident. So one trident from that. We need a few more though. So let's go ahead and keep working this farm and see if we can get some more. So we were only able to get one trident from the farm today, but that brings the total trident count we have gotten from the farm so far to 9. So we got 9 tridents right here, plus the 3 clubs we already have over here, which I got from Doc and Grian. And so, with that, I think we now can just enchant all these tridents. We need Unbreaking 3 and Mending on all of them, which is going to be quite a challenge to do. And then we also need Riptide 1 on 3 of them, Riptide 2 on 3 of them, and Riptide 3 on 3 of them to complete the Driver Iron Wedge set here. Sort of the set of clubs we're going to give players to play the course. And then we can have those available for rent. So that's one of the things we need to do. We also need to get more Ender Pearls, because I'm running a little bit low on pearls right now. I think I just have maybe 100 pearls or so. Yeah, just this amount right here. So, not too many. We need to get a lot more if we're going to have people playing the course. So that's one thing we need to do. Let's see, what else do we need to do? We need to get some wool. I got some wool. We got some lime terracotta. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and get on out to the course, and we're going to see what we need to do out there. Alright guys, so we're here on the first tee now, and I'm thinking, what do we want to have on every tee box? The first tee box is going to be a little bit special, but on the tee boxes in general, I think we want at least one double chest on every tee box, just so people can put in, items that they accumulate from the course. Like if they accidentally punch grass or something, or if they have to slay a mob, or, if they accidentally pick up an item on the course for some reason, then they have a place to put that item and doesn't clutter up their inventory. So we'll put one double chest on each tee box, and we also want a bed on each tee box so people can sleep, because we don't want people, fighting mobs on the course, creeper explosions, making holes in the course. That would be bad. So we want to make sure and have beds on every tee box as well. Other than that, though, I think that's pretty much going to be it for the tee boxes. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Okay guys, so we now have a bed on every tee, and we also went ahead and put down a double chest on every tee. We redid the signs so they're a little bit nicer as well. And we also put down ender chests on this first tee and the 5th tee. And we'll probably also have a ender chest like on the 10th tee and like the 14th tee. Probably be a good spot to put ender chest every few holes instead of every other hole. And then some holes also have crafting benches. So like we'll put like a crafting bench like right in here, for instance. Just like so, just in case people need it for some reason. And now we also went ahead and we put down some more polished andesite and changed up the maps a little bit. Because we want to put down banners. And we want these banners to have like a big 1 right here. So for the first hole, you'd have a big 1. For the second hole, you'd have a big 2, etc. And so this is going to mark out the tee box. And then we also want to have the same thing at the green. So like we want actual like flags with numbers on them on the greens. So yeah, that's going to be kind of a big task. The flags are all red. So we want to have definitely red banners. And I'm thinking probably white numbers would probably be best. It's probably the most visible out of all the colors. Like we could go with black, but that could, like, you know, blend in some instances with some background objects like trees or something. We also want to make sure we have the flags be uniform. So I think we have, let's see, do we have red wool in here? Yeah, so we want to make sure that these are all uniform because I want to have the flags be 2 blocks deep like this, so like that and like that. So yeah, 8 blocks in total for the flag, so that way they're sort of uniform. And then we want to have these carpets on top. So let me go ahead and make all the flags uniform, so 2 blocks tall and 4 blocks wide with carpets on top. And then we probably want to put the banners right here, so we'll have like a number 1 right here for the first hole. So let me go ahead and get those banners started, get those banners created, and put those down on all these holes, and I'll be back. So to make these banners, we got to visit Asuma's wool shop to get some red dye. This is 1 stack equals 1 diamond. And there again is not an ender chest in here. It is a serial problem here on Hermitcraft that people do not put ender chests in their shops. I do not know why. So let's get 2 stacks of wool. That should be enough for 18 banners, I believe. Wait, will that be enough for 18 banners? 6 times 18 is like 108 or so. So yeah, that should be enough actually. So that'll work. And then we need to go and grab some bone blocks for some bone meal. Alright, so I think Asuma sells some bone blocks inside of his Ninja Turtle here. Let's just make sure this is where it's at. I think it's one of these chests nearby here. And not there. Let's see, over here. Here we go, yeah. So 2 stacks equals 1 diamond. Okay, so we'll just take 2 of those. And does this chest have the shop have an ender chest? It does not. Asuma, come on, man. Jeez. Need an ender chest in here. I don't want to have to place my own down. Can get a bit annoying at times. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so there we go. 2 stacks for 1 diamond. Perfect. Alright, so that'll work. Got our stuff now. Now let's go ahead and make the banners. So I'll show you guys how to do this for the first hole, and then I'll just do the same thing for every hole after that. So all we need to do is get ourselves a banner. We need to make a number 1 first. So we're going to put a 1 up there. Then we're going to need some more red dye, probably. And we're going to place something like this down. There we go. So we get like a little ridge right there. Then we need to place down a 1 like this. And then we need to place, let's see, 1 across the bottom. And then we need to surround this with red here to make it blend in. And that should be enough for our 1. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So next step is to go ahead and just copy the banner. So we're going to go ahead and place down our 1 banner in there and just copy it like so. So there we go. We got 2 of the same banner. And now we need some anvils, which I know I had at one point, but I do not see any longer. Let's check in here. Alright, so I found the anvils, placed 1 down, and we're going to go ahead and name these now. So we need to name one of them Hole 1 Green. And the other one will be Hole 1 T. So those will be the names of the banners. Hole 1 T. And now let's go ahead and we'll run out to the course and we'll go ahead and place these things down. And you'll see what we can do with the maps here. Alright guys, so what we can do, we can go ahead and place down our Hole 1 T banner. So there's the Hole 1 T banner. Now we just get out this banner, hold it in our hand, right click on this, and then on the map, it shows up Hole 1 T. So there we are, right there. So that sort of labels it pretty much, and then we just do the same thing with the green, which is going to be down here. So we got the Hole 1 Green banner. We got to fly all the way down to the green, where we're going to place down the banner on the flag. So let's just get on down here. So right here, I think we'll do this right. That looks kind of weird. Maybe we move it over 1. Let's see. I think it was fine the way it was. Let's move it back. So we'll put that down there. We get this out. We right-click that. And there we go. Hole 1 Green now shows up. And I think we also have to replace a couple of carpets up here. So let me just quickly make a red carpet. And we'll just fix this while we're out here. There we go. Perfect. So now we can fly all the way back to the start of the hole. So we got this map totally updated as well. So we can just go ahead and fly on this way. Right over here. And then we'll just go ahead and place this down, and this should show the T and the green. So, yeah, there we go. So, hole 1 T, hole 1 green, and we have the banners for each one. So, we'll do this for every single hole with the different numbers. So, second hole will be 2, third hole will be 3, etc. You get the idea. So, let me go ahead and get this done right now. Alright guys, so we now have ourselves banners on the tees and on the greens. And you can see here we have the 9th hole banner here, which is making the 9th hole tee marker. And then down here, there is one on the green that says 9, similar to what this 8th hole is right here. And by the way, we also put a banner on both sides of the flag. So on 2 sides, there are 2 different banners on the flag. So that's pretty interesting. Next thing we need to do, we need to go ahead and we need to put down some trees. So I got a whole bunch of trees in here, and one of the spots we needed to place down a lot of trees is back here behind this green, and sort of like beside this green, essentially. So like over here, and we probably want to clear out a little bit of area around here as well. But this whole area here needs to be sort of forested. And we'll put one, let's say like over here as well. And back here, and here. And so a lot of forest needs to be back here, just in case somebody decides to like drive it way over in this region back here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go around and do some more stuff like this. Just put down a bunch of saplings and forest whole areas to make the course a little bit more challenging in certain spots. So let me go ahead and I will start to do this, place down a bunch of these saplings, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so next thing we need to take a look at is the landing area for where the players land once they've thrown the pearl. So basically, if we take our driver, we throw it, we launch the pearl out, and then we land somewhere over here. See, we took 3 hearts of damage right there. So we want to try and negate that as much as possible. Now, a lot of the holes have some water. It's possible when playing this hole, you could land in the water here, in which case you take no fall damage. But for like the blocks where you can't land on, like these blocks down here, some along this side, and a little bit up the hill here as well, depending on how high you aim, we want to make sure that players don't take too much fall damage. So I'm thinking we could use water, right? Water negates all fall damage, but that would look kind of weird. We could also use beds or slime blocks. Those would also look a little bit weird though. And so I think the main choice, the best choice that would look the best for this project would be hay bales. Because if you land on hay bales, it reduces your fall damage by, I think it's 80%, or it was 80%. So I think that's a good choice. It would also fit with the aesthetics of the area with the green and like the, you're out here in nature with the golf course. So hay bales is what it's going to be. So we need to gather up a bunch of hay bales here. And yeah, basically make little landing zones on every hole. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll be right back. Well, guys, turns out that nobody has a automatic wheat farm on the server yet, and nobody even had a large wheat field of any type, so I decided to make one. So we got a big wheat field now right in front of Corp headquarters, Corp Industrial Park, I should say. And yeah, you can see most of it is now grown up. We already got 3 stacks of hay bales, which is not going to be near enough, so we need to get a lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest this thing. I might make this field a little bit bigger. It kind of could be cool if we had, like a gigantic wheat field here, like all the way across the front of Corp, and then you had like a little path walking right through it, over to these giant buildings in the background and the tree farm and stuff. That could be kind of cool. So, yeah, we might do that. So let's go ahead and harvest this wheat and try and get some hay bales. Okay guys, so we got all the landing areas now complete. You can see one such landing area here on the 8th hole. So this whole area right here is the landing area. And if I just show you how it works here, if I get my iron out, let's say we aim like right here, launch out, and there we go. So yeah, landed right on a hay bale. You see we did still take some damage, but it's less than it otherwise would be. And yeah, we sort of made it a bigger area than it needs to be. Because, you know, depending on like what angle you throw your trident at, and sort of how you move once you're in the air, and also what riptide club you use, if you use driver, wedge, or iron, where you're going to end up is going to depend a lot on those factors. So we've made it a pretty big landing area. I think most people should end up in this area. I tested a bunch of different clubs at a bunch of different angles. So yeah, I think that should basically protect most players here on this hole. And we also added a few more on some other holes. We didn't put it down on every hole, but the areas where we could possibly land on land, that's where we put it down. So like right here, we put it right there. Have a little bit right there. This 5th hole, we didn't need it at all because, yeah, obviously you just launch off straight into the water, so you don't need anything there. In general, pretty much the holes where you have large vertical relief downward, I put it on. And the holes where we don't have that, like if you launch upward slightly or if it's pretty much flat, then I didn't put any down. One of the biggest landing areas we have is over here on the 4th hole. So this one, I put a lot of hay bales down here. So this is sort of the landing area for this. And of course the water is also a safe area. So we did some there. I tried to also keep it out of the line of sight from the tee box. So we have a very small like landing area right here. So you can see, you can't see this area from the tee box, but if you walk out here, you'll see, yeah, a little bit of an area here to land in for this hole. So yeah, that should help out a little bit. Yeah, like I said, didn't put on every hole. Like this hole doesn't have it at all, for instance. And the first hole has just a little bit of an area, I think. So yeah, all the landing areas are now done, and now I think we need to work to make the course a little bit safer. So let's talk a little bit about that. Okay, so course safety. Let's see here. I'm thinking we want to make sure that nobody on the course, playing the course, dies unexpectedly. So like if there's a cave, like this one for instance, where there could be mobs that spawn in here, we probably want to light those up so that, you know, when a player is playing the course, they don't have to worry about getting blown up by creepers or shot by a skeleton or something like that. So one other thing we want to check out is lava. There are some places where there are spots of lava on the course. So like right here, this is off of the 4th hole. So we want to basically take this, we just want to plug it up here and make it safe so that players can't end up in lava. That's another concern here. So let's see. I know we have some lava over on the far holes, the 7th hole and the 8th hole. So nothing here, I don't think. Same thing here. I don't think there's too much to worry about here. Yeah, all these look pretty safe. No lava. So let's get over here. I'm pretty sure we have a little bit of lava over here, which I thought I might keep, but yeah, after you guys raised some concerns about it in the previous episodes, and also seeing Tango and Scar play this hole, and also that hole over there, we definitely need to make it safe, for sure. Otherwise, people will die, and we will lose tridents. So let's quickly cap this off, and yeah, you just saw a demonstration right there of why we need to cap it off. Otherwise, people will end up in it. And there's also, I think, a little bit of a lava pit in here, I believe, where, yeah, if you had a really unfortunate shot, you could, in theory, end up in this lava. So we're just gonna cap this off right here, so that way that is not possible. There we go. Okay, cool. And then we also have this big area of darkness in here, where lots of bad stuff live, like on these cliffs and such. This is a very, very dark area and a very, very dangerous area. So we need to light this area up in here. We have to go get a bunch of torches, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Light this area up in here so that people don't have to worry about mobs if they end up, like, for instance, over here like Tango did in the previous episode. So let's go ahead and we will work on that, and I'll be back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got all the lava covered up, and as you can see here, we lit up this huge cavern, as well as some of the other caves around some of the other holes. So that is now all complete. Obviously, there's still some spots mobs could spawn, but it should be greatly diminished compared to what it was. So yeah, that is now done. So I think all the holes are now safe to play. Alright guys, so next thing we need to do after securing the course, we need to take down these numbers here above the first and second holes. So you see we got a giant 1 right there, a giant 2 right here, and I think since we have the banners down, since like this says like hole 3T, hole 3 green, I think people can sort of draw the, the conclusion you have to shoot it in this direction from the map here. So I don't think we need the giant numbers in the sky anymore, but yeah, we could always add them back later if need be. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and take them down. Okay guys, next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some small builds on the golf course. So these are going to be very small builds, nothing major at all. You can see here we've already started one such build here, so just going to be a 1 wide pathway connecting up the first hole green to the second hole tee box. So it's going to sort of lead over this way. We'll have it come down here. If we sort of just continue it up like this, you can sort of see it's going to come like probably behind here and then lead up to this hole right here, this tee box right here. So that's just an easy way that players can know like sort of where to walk after they complete the first hole. So that's the first thing we're going to build here on the course. And there we go guys, so we got ourselves a little bit of a pathway that leads all the way up. So you just sort of walk along this pathway and this takes you straight all the way up to the second hole tee without having to jump or do anything like that. So yeah, that is one pathway done. The next pathway we're going to build, it's actually not going to be a pathway, it's going to be a way down from this hole right here, from number 3 green to number 4 tee. There's not really a safe way to get down besides jumping. So we're going to put a little bit of a water jump thing right here. Actually, you know what, I might put slime blocks here. Actually, you know what, hay bales might work too if I still have some of those around. But we're going to put basically a way to fast drop down so you can easily just jump down and get to the next tee box. So we'll put that right here. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay guys, got this thing finished now. So after you finish third hole, come over here, you jump off, bounce here, and then there you go. You land right here on the 4th tee. So that is that right there, just a simple little bounce pad, and then you can also walk off straight up to the tee if you wish. So that's another small build on the golf course, and let's go ahead and now head over to the 5th hole tee. Have to also put something over there. Okay guys, so we're at the 5th hole now, and I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and put a pathway between the 4th hole green and the 5th hole tee where we're at right now. So I went ahead and built a very basic bridge between the 4th hole green and the 5th hole tee here, so you can just walk now simply across this basic bridge. And yeah, you can make your way from the 4th hole to the 5th hole tee just like that. And also we put a concession stand right here, right across the bridge. And this is meant to be like, you know, if players forgot to bring enough food, they can then buy food from this concession stand. So we got cookies. We're selling cookies, 1 diamond for a stack of cookies. We're selling golden carrots, 16 golden carrots for 1 diamond. And then we're selling melons, 1 melon stack, slice stack per diamond. So yeah, that's what we're selling in the concession stand right there. And I am aware that these golden carrots are overpriced compared to what Impulse is offering, and that is on purpose because a lot of concession stand items on golf courses are purposefully overpriced. So I'm not really expecting to sell a whole lot of these, but yeah, in case somebody gets food or needs food, yeah, they have a option to get some at this point, like halfway through the first 9 holes. So yeah, we'll probably add another concession stand on the back 9 somewhere, but and maybe at the 9th hole too. We'll see. But yeah, for now I think this is good. And we also have the bridge here, so this pathway is set here. The only other place we need to add something right now is on the 9th hole after the 9th hole green. So let's get out there and see what we need to put there. Alright guys, so we're out here close to the 9th hole, actually behind the 9th hole on the island where our portal is, which leads back to the hub. And so we want to do a couple things behind this 9th hole. Number 1, we need a bridge from the 9th hole green island over to where the 10th hole is going to be. So the 10th hole is going to be right here, and also to the portal, because the portal is on this same island. So yeah, essentially, we need a bridge between the two. So I was thinking of putting it down here, but I think that you having a low bridge down here, you'd have to walk down and then back up this hill, which will get kind of annoying. So instead, I think I'm going to build a bridge like at this level, and then just do a diagonal bridge across to like right here, like where I'm at. So, yeah, I think that'll be a lot better having a diagonal bridge here. And I don't think it'll come into play too much on this hole, but it might a little bit, but it's going to be behind a tree, or actually a couple trees, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a factor in the hole. So we'll just make a straight up spruce bridge right here across to this side. We also may want to put like a scoreboard like over here on this side next to the 10th tee of like the lowest scores for the front nine. That could be kind of cool. Or we might put it over here too. Not quite sure. We'll have to sort of decide once we make the 10th tee box. But yeah, a lot of things to do. A bridge, a scoreboard, and a tee box here behind the 9th hole. So let me go ahead and get started on these, and I'll be back. And just like that, we have a little bit of infrastructure down here behind the 9th green. So let me show you what we've done here. We have a bridge now, which connects the 9th green island to the 10th tee island over here. And so, yeah, you can see here, yeah, pretty straightforward. Just a pretty basic spruce bridge. I wanted to make all the bridges the same material, just so it's consistent and people know what to look for to go from one area to the next. So that's why I'm using the same materials and not really changing the design all that much. So of course we just have the trapdoors on the sides, the spruce logs down here, and then the spruce slabs and stairs making up the actual bridge. We also have a little bit of a pathway here leading all the way over to the portal. You see we have a please return the clubs and leftover pearls to the first tee sign there. We also move this portal back a little ways. We got a 10th tee over here, so this is going to be where the 10th tee starts. You see the tee box is closed right now. It's not yet open. Come back later, and Corp appreciates your patience. Thank you. So this is where we're going to start the back nine. So right here is going to be the 10th tee. We also went ahead and made a gigantic scoreboard right here, which I think looks pretty nice. We got some dark oak trapdoors down here, some dark oak slabs and stairs right here in the front. We got a nice white scoreboard here with the white concrete, and we have, of course, the giant scores up there in the banner form. And so the idea is that, you know, you post your score here, you include your name, your score, and the rule type, which will make sense once we get into the actual rules that we're going to implement for this. So here's an example, like Zombie Cleo, 33, normal rules. So there you go. So yeah, we have some signs down here. Players can come up and, you know, put their names on the scoreboard. So let's just say, you know, I would come in, Cub fan 135. Let's say I shoot, you know, 20. Let's say I shoot 9, you know, get a hole in one every hole. Could happen. You never know. Could happen, you know? No, it couldn't happen, but still. And then I'd put, like, challenge rules, something like that. So that would be my my score there. So that is the idea with that. So that is that here. And we can also, like, post scores up here for tournaments and stuff. If we have tournaments here, that would be cool to do as well. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, that's what we have in this region right here. And now that I think this region is pretty much done, I think we are now ready to head to the first tee, because we got to put stuff on the first tee as well. So guys, with that, I'm going to have to call it an episode for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and there will be another episode coming out tomorrow where we continue to push to finish up the golf course by this weekend. So anyways, guys, that will be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.